Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Cook. I am a representative with Yum Yum and Associates. We are an international food consulting company. Just to get today started with a brief question, is anybody aware of the percentage of restaurants in the United States that fail upon opening? Well, according to the National Restaurant Association, 60% of restaurants fail within the first year of operation. 80% of restaurants fail within the first 5 years of operation. That leaves only 20% of restaurants to succeed. Um, there's a few small things that these companies do that make them that separate themselves from the herd, and we're going to help you today and understand some of the things that your business can do to improve. Just a little bit of background about ourselves is we are a modern startup company from LA. We specialize in social marketing and online image. We are new to the Atlanta food scene, and we're interested in finding new and existing restaurants from all cultures and backgrounds, and we're interested in helping them improve and maintain a positive reputation online, in social media platforms as well as reviews. And we have combined group experience, not only in the culinary field ourselves, but as well as on our own social media platforms as influencers, whether we were reality TV stars or professional chefs. We can help improve business by marketing, image, and improvement, as well as our extensive knowledge in culinary field and restaurant industry. As I've mentioned before, I am David Cook. I'm a celebrity chef turned TikTok influencer. I now work with Yum Yum and Associates. After being in the restaurant industry and understanding how difficult it can be to open and succeed in this industry, I've joined Yum Yum and Associates. I was a celebrity chef for 10 years on the show Iron Chef, and I've worked with some of the world's greatest, from Gordon Ramsay to Wolfgang Puck. This is a benefit in the sense that not only do I have incredible culinary experience and talent, but I also know how to maintain a positive and large social media following due to the fact that I am a TikTok influencer as well. And I'd like to help spread that knowledge by teaching restaurants how they can accomplish the same goals. The client that I have reviewed for you today is a restaurant called Due South Seafood Kitchen, located in the heart of Peachtree City's The Avenue. They are known for being able to host large parties as well as their nightly seafood specials. They have some competition relatively close, including the Peachtree City Yacht Club and Georgia Shrimp Company, which are both in Peachtree City as well and are right down the road from Due South. First, we're going to go over the strengths that this restaurant has, and we are going to focus on them and focus on the things that they are doing well. They, in most of their reviews that we found online, there's a lot of compliments of good food, good service, and good atmosphere. As you can see in the review on the page, they talk about the elevated seafood. They talk about how good the cocktails were, the wine selection, and they talk about how generally good everything was all around. That was, a relatively recent review, and they got 5 stars for that review. As you can see in the next two reviews, they're getting complimented on the excellence of the food, as well as the service and the atmosphere. Seems to be a big thing. They continue to give 5 star ratings online for how wonderful the atmosphere of the place is, and the service continues to get mentioned in almost every review. Changing direction from strengths to weaknesses. Uh, some of the weaknesses we found in the reviews online were people feeling ill after a meal, people thinking the food was overpriced, small portions considering the price, and one issue I took as a weakness was there didn't seem to be a whole lot of social media presence. There wasn't a whole lot of response back to negative reviews. They didn't comment back to customers saying, "Hey, we'll try better next time." Our mistake. Especially with reviews like the one below, where they talk about feeling ill and going home and throwing up in the middle of the night. Um, one thing they do again, talk about how good the service was and their waitress was humble and nice. But again, when you have a review talking about being ill because of the food, that cancels out any kind of positivity that you could ever put in a review. Looking at these next two reviews, you can see that again they talk about their stomach being upset. They talk about how they didn't feel good after eating here, which food illness is a big negative. It tears your image down very bad, and it makes people not want to come there and even try your restaurant in fear of getting food poisoning or being sick. You can also see in these that they talk about how expensive the food was. They talk about how small the portions were, and those are the kinds of things that kill business and kill a positive online image. Some of the opportunities that we found for Due South Kitchen was that they could easily increase portion sizes, especially when it comes to like side items with entrees. It's a very easy thing to do, very inexpensive, and it makes the customer feel like they're getting their money's worth. You could always lower prices on certain food items, run a fish and chips special on Thursday or Friday night. You could decrease the price of it then, but because it is a special and more people are going to buy it, um, you know, henceforth you're going to make more money, especially when you buy food in bulk like most restaurants do. Um, the next thing for an opportunity we found was to respond to the negative reviews, respond to the criticism. When somebody says that they felt sick from a meal last night, that you should be reaching out to them, asking them if they're okay, telling them that you apologize and that you'll do better next time and you'll look into the issue rather than just staying silent. Sometimes silence is worse than actually trying to figure out what the issue is. The biggest threats to due south are the sickness reviews. When you read that as a customer on your first time going there, it makes you very wary. It makes you not want to go, especially when you have competition, which is your next threat, right down the street. You could take a gamble on due south and maybe not get sick, or you could run down to Georgia Shrimp Company where they maybe don't have any reviews like that and know you're going to have a good meal. Or same thing with the Peachtree City Yacht Club. The third threat that we identified, and this is going along with the sickness reviews, is your kitchen staff. Now, even though they work for you, if they are not handling food properly and safely and causing people to, end up ill, that is a big killer for your business. And that is something that needs to be addressed in the kitchen. And people need to be taken to food safety certification courses and, really shown the ropes of how not to cross contaminate, how to properly wrap and label, how to do these little things that um, would definitely increase the quality of the food and lessen the chance of somebody actually becoming ill after a meal. Here I have attached an SWOT analysis or a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis. We've gone over all these in the previous slides. This is just a visual representation of everything we've talked about to enable it to be a little bit easier for your eyes to see. In conclusion to the presentation, we all see that a positive online influence as well as the little things really make the biggest difference in the restaurant industry, and it really can be the difference between life or death, especially in this industry where so many companies fail upon starting, and especially within the first year or the first 5 years, it's a real gamble to open a restaurant and to be successful at it. But if you do the small things right and you maintain a positive reputation, whether online or in person, really you can make your business and take it and elevate it to another level, and bring in new clientele as well as keep existing customers. And really, like I said, just do the best for your company and yourselves. Um, I want to thank everybody for listening to the presentation. There are some complimentary bubble mugs at the back of the room. They have our logo on there, as well as on this last slide. You can find my contact information. There's my phone number, my email address, as well as my TikTok handle. So if you feel like getting in touch with me or tagging me in a video, showing me some of the improvements and things that you're doing to elevate your business, feel free to be in touch. And appreciate everybody for listening today. Thank you very much, and have a good day.